All right, going to go give an estimate right now. I'm going to show you guys some things that I'm going to look at and think about and factor into my bid. We're heading to our alma mater that me and Parker both graduated from. We've hung Christmas lights on the Chancellor's building. So they've got 4 large buildings that they want washed before an event that they're having in about a month. So we're gonna go give them a price on it and we'll get it done in that time frame. All right, here's the first building. Got a little bit of algae on here in these drip downs. Now, property manager's about to come out here and meet me, give me a walk around, see exactly what they want washed. One thing you want to do is set expectations. Looks like here's water here. Have to figure out how we can connect to the water. Now, I don't know if this is the color of it or if that's gonna come out or what, but you know, I'm just out here giving it a quick look down. He's in a meeting right now. This is the first of 4 buildings. I'm gonna price in the sidewalks, the brick entryways, everything. Over here, we're starting to get into it. All this green algae up here on the side. This side right here has got a lot of it too. So we'd probably put our ladder up here, get on top of that building to get it. This front doesn't look that bad. Probably just a water rinse on this. Couple touch-up spots where you got a little bit of mildew forming, but this is the worst area. I'll find out if they want any of these bricks cleaned up. We're not doing this building. The other 2 buildings, I think that might be one of them there, and then another one's on the far side of campus. So I had a few classes in this building here back in the day. All right, from this angle you can really see how much grime is built up there. I'm guessing this is probably the main side of their concern. As you're driving in here, you can really see it. But I'm just gonna go around, take my company cam pictures on the whole thing, try to sell concrete, and I mean, that's pretty high up there. You see there's some mildew way up here. I'm guessing a downstream would take that off, but you're gonna have to be mindful of these windows. You don't want them to dry. See all this brick? We'll see when the property manager comes out here and I can talk to him and see what his expectations are. That's pretty high up there. I think if I can get on this roof, I can get all that without a lift, so should be no problem. Let's go check out the other buildings. All right, here's the second building. It goes down all the way over there, all the way back. We're doing the whole entire building. All right, quote extends to all of this brick, which isn't bad, just needs a touch up. It's got some spider webs. And then this whole building here, this is probably the worst building out of all of them, and it's got a lot of these glass panels here, which is somewhat worrying. I don't have a water fed pole, so that's been clarified in the bid, but I'm still going to be able to give it all a good rinse down. A lot of webs in the corners. Plenty of water sources, so that's not an issue, but this is a pretty good sized job, especially for us. I may need to purchase an AR-45 for this, or a 12 volt or 24 volts, something to get a little higher. I've got access to a 40-foot lift. I might need to rent a second one because the one I have access to just goes straight up, and I would like one that has a little bit of a crane on it. All of these are covered in mildew and algae all the way up. You got spiders up here, you've got little dauber nests. All we're removing is organic here. We're not doing anything with the rust or the metal striping or the brick. Has a lot of calcium dripping out of it in some spots, so that's not part of it. But brick retaining walls all up here. Look at these, all of these are covered in mildew. They're all dripping mildew, 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 bad. This project is on a time crunch, so you've got to take that into consideration whenever you're bidding it. Not only do they need your services, but you know, you're setting other customers back on the schedule for them to be a priority. Look at all that mildew. And the thing is, you're gonna have to work in really small sections here to keep this glass from drying. The good thing is they have a water-fed pole, which they plan to come behind us with at some point to just make sure the glass is streak-free. I told them that, you know, we don't use purified water. We're just rinsing with regular water. Look at all that mildew up here. Each little layer is covered with it. And all this up there. This is a big project, especially with that other big building over there. Look at all them webs up here. This is probably every bit of a 4, 5, 6 day project. We'll probably reserve a whole week for it if we get it, if not more. 2 or 3 rigs rolling. Look how dirty this is. Probably 5 days, I'd say. I don't think we'd be here more than that, but you never know. Got some damage here with this light, but dirty. There's the other building for scale that we're washing, or that we're quoting, that whole building. And I asked if they wanted touch-ups. They said no. I want the whole building done, so we're gonna quote them the whole building. We're not doing inside of these retaining walls, just the outside. And this side's not bad. That side's the worst. We're doing the bowling alley, whole building. That one's not that bad. And then we're gonna do that big one. Here's the first building I was showing you guys. I didn't get much film at the third one. We were walking around it together. But that far end's got all the mold and mildew on it, really. The rest just needs a detailed rinse for spider webs and a little bit of a spot treatment for mold. So let me go back here, and there's a deck on the back of this property that I want to show you. Something that's a little bit, it's in my wheelhouse of what I'm looking after whenever we're bidding it. So back here, is like, you see these metal streaks? That's not mold or mildew. That's not coming off. You have to very, very, very be specific about that in your estimate. Now back here you've got this deck. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but I know that if I put SH on it, it's probably gonna color it. It looks like, I'm not even sure. Looks like high class wood. So, you know, if you're gonna SH all this, there's a good chance it's gonna get on here. And it doesn't matter how much wetting you do on it. It's just gonna be really hard to get that gap. Down there is the nastiest part. So we've seen enough. I'm gonna get back in the truck and talk to you guys how I'm gonna chop this estimate. All right, an estimate like that is a ton of work, and there is a lot of factors that go into it. The good thing is they're at a school. There's nobody there. You're not going to be working around cars. You're not going to be working around people coming out of the buildings. But you're going to have to work in small sections because it's summertime, it's hot, and those windows, you don't want that SH to dry on there. We're not using a water fed. They're going to take care of that. They said they just bought like a $25,000 water fed system that they're mounting up on a trailer. So I've given one other estimate that's comparable to this one in size, and I didn't get it. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to run my numbers here, a plan for how long it's gonna take, how many man hours it's gonna take. You know, if it's gonna take one day, but I'm gonna have 4 guys out there, that's, you know, it'll probably be a 10-12 hour day that we're out there. So that's, you know, 44 hours. And then what do you want to get paid per man? Everybody's business is different, so everybody's bid should be a little bit different. But there will be no problem finding water, which is awesome. Typically, you know, you're gonna have a place like that, you might have a little bit of issue, but yeah, time, effort, I'm gonna have to calculate. Someone has a 2-story lift that they're gonna let us use, but I think I would probably like to maybe get a higher one. So that's probably $300 for 2 days or whatever. I'm not sure. Have to look at that exact pricing, but I mean, $300 for that project is not even going to. It needs to be factored in, of course, but it's not going to make a difference in the outcome. So I would give that job 3 to 5 days that we could get it done. So yeah, maybe 3 to 5 days. 5 days, I think we can get it done in 5 days. So I will send that estimate in later tonight, do some math, get my numbers, see if we get it.